If you love music, then do more than just listen. Connor's Music.
All right, welcome to John Connors Live, the afternoon edition, special time. It says special place or on location on the image, but regular location. I just didn't make a different image for like special time, but same location. Anyways, so make sure you say hi. We'll call this an experiment, doing an afternoon show. And I want to thank everyone. I already see the eyeballs there. So thanks for tuning in, whether it's on your lunch hour or if you have cool summer hours or if you're at home on summer vacation. Wow, lots of viewers. So thanks. So make sure you say hi. And we wanted to chat a little bit today about a promo that we're doing. So it'll be promo with music. And there we go. Hey, Phil, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. So the promo is the acoustic guitar trade up event. And we were featuring mostly our Canadian made guitars. So Seagull and Art and Lutherie in stock, Canadian made. And I've got 3 guitars that I wanted to show off today that you could trade up to. And how that would work is you could bring your guitar that maybe you bought as a more like, I'm going to say entry level guitar. Typically we're looking at things that are like all laminate woods in that entry level price points, which are great. Like, and we need those for people that want to get into music more affordably. But maybe you're at the point where you want something that has a little more tone to it, or the ability to plug in, or just something that you like the look of a little more. So all those things are the feel of, like a smaller neck. So like all 3 of the guitars I'm going to show off today are smaller bodied, with nice neck profiles, very comfortable to play. So maybe you bought a guitar and you got started playing and it's got a big neck on it, maybe, and you want to get something that's a little more slender, you can play faster. So that's what this is about, this little trade up event. And as far as the value, so like, why is this an event? What's the promo? What's the benefit? What's the perk? Is that instead of giving, like we normally do with trade-ins, we look at it and see what they're worth, what they're selling for, and give you about 70% of that. For this week until Saturday, you'll get 100% of the resale value. So if we're looking just for a couple of examples of them selling out there, and then you'll get that value applied against the guitar you want to trade up to, pre-tax. So you're actually going to get like more than what you could get for selling it, which I think is exciting for the customer, and it works well for us because we get some nicer guitars into your hands, and then we acquire some guitars that'll be good for our students and people that want to get into learning and everything. So that's what we're doing. Because our prime focus was Canadian made guitars, I automatically went toward Canadian songs for that. So, and I was teaching this morning, and one of my students had just come from a music festival in Montreal. And so once she said that, I was like, okay, I got to do this song in the live stream. And because I've got a guitar that's made in Quebec and a song that was written by a Newfoundland songwriter named Amelia Curran, but about her departure from Montreal. I don't know when that happened. I don't know the backstory to it, but the song is called Bye Bye Montreal. So I'm going to throw in some reverb. I've got my simple setup, just an Apex 381, very affordable mic, plugged into the Personas Revelator. And the first guitar I'm going to show off that you could trade up to is a small-bodied Art and Lutherie Roadhouse with the cool volume and tone knob on the top. And this is, again, Canadian made. And I've got it plugged in direct. I went with 3 guitars with pickups, so I could do that just for a nice simple setup here in the afternoon at Connor's Music. If you're watching later in the evening, like at the regular time, maybe at 8:30 Eastern time, I won't be able to respond to your comments. But if you're watching at 12:37 Eastern time on Wednesday, August 16th, throw your comments in. I'll try to reply. And if you're curious about the value of your guitar, even put some info in there. We can start the chat right now. So, and of course, if you're curious about these guitars, any specs or questions you have, please throw them at me. All right, here we go. Hold on, let me get my capo on. Now that your darling keeps you home, there goes the best war we've ever had. Now that nobody's all alone, we'll turn forgiveness to forget. If you're in town, you look me up and dance the days into the cups. And you will talk of golden river flow and giving you enough. By years of deals and dolls. Bye Montreal. What wicked patterns we succumb from the warmings we have run. Now from a figure we can cut the mold and fill the stadium. If in as many years I call you from the middle of it all, you will forgive me or forget who we were ever born at all. By years of deals and dolls. Bye Montreal. Bye years of deals and dolls. Bye Montreal. There we go. All right, that was Amelia Curran. It's on the album Hunter Hunter. You should hear the original. She sings it beautifully and soulfully. And there's beautiful harmonies and accordion. So you got to check out the original. But thanks for tuning in and checking out my little cover of it here during John Connors Live afternoon edition, talking about the trade up event. So that's the Art and Lou 3 Roadhouse. And it's kind of fun. They've got 3 different models, like body sizes they do. There you go. I'm going to throw that up there. Thanks, Phil. So they call one the Roadhouse. They call one the Americana, which is a dreadnought body, which we have some of. I think they call it that because the like the classic Martin body, right, which is an American-made guitar, is that dreadnought, so the Americana. And then they've got one that they call the Legacy, which I think one of our viewers that just applauded has a Legacy, I believe. Beautiful Canadian-made guitar. Again, slightly smaller bodied, a little narrower, but with a large lower bout. So really nice balanced tone on it. The Roadhouse, I think, is like great if you're going to hitchhike. Don't hitchhike. That's not safe. If you're going to jump on a train, it comes with a little gig bag. So you could like run along the tracks and jump onto a train and go across the country. Don't do that either. That's not safe. But that's the kind of vibe I get with it when they say the Roadhouse. But anyways, but it'd be great for like around the home, den, parlor vibe. or campfire, whatever, or on stage. Like right now, I'm just thinking about Gordon Downey. Always played a small body. He had a little Garrison, a little Gibson, a little Yamaha. Over the years, he played different guitars, but they were all slightly smaller bodied. So that's kind of fun. All right, so that's that guitar. You want to see the court or the seagull? I'm going to do the court first, and we'll save the seagull for last. Okay. So give me a sec here to mute this. I don't know if you noticed because I got the volume and tone knob on top of this guitar. I was able to swell the volume down before finishing that song, which is kind of a fun way to do that. All right, so let me hang this up and grab the court. You could do that with like any pickup, really, as long as you have a volume knob. But having it like an electric guitar knob on the top makes it even easier. All right. Ooh. It's funny. It's a little longer and bigger, and so now I'm bumping into things. So there's a perk with the Roadhouse is you're less likely to bump into stuff with it. I didn't scratch it though. Don't worry. It's still brand new. It's more me bumping into things. All right, so this guitar here is called the Court. Look at that. Gloss finish. You can see my ring light. Look, it's like a mirror. You can see my messy desk. Anyways, okay, so that's the Court SFX, which is this body is the SFX. Myrtle wood. That's the model, and that's the wood on the top. And this is a solid top, just like the Ardent Lutherie and the Seagull I'll play for you shortly. Solid top. And this one has laminate sides and back that are absolutely gorgeous. Are you ready for this? Bam. Look at that. Again, my ring light is showing up. Look at that. And on the sides. Woo! Such a beaut. I actually was surprised by it. It was so beautiful. And look, Chris agrees with me. That's a beauty. Because when I ordered it from the Court catalog, as I often do, I couldn't see the sides are back. It was just a picture of the front, and I was like, "Oh, that myrtle wood is really nice, and it's solid top and good value, under $1,000 guitar with solid top and a Fishman pickup." That kind of interests me. I'll get one for the store, and then it showed up, and I went, "Oh, that's a beaut on the sides and back." All right, so let's fire this thing up here. I muted channel 2. There we go. So that way we could hear that. Not you, so you didn't have to listen to me popping and squealing, plugging in and out. Okay, so I picked another Canadian-made song. This is by an artist who I covered a ton when I started doing the live streams here, and his name is Danny Michel. And I thought it was fun because the song is called "The Part You Throw Away." But this promo is about not throwing away your old guitar, but bringing it into Connor's music, trading up to a beautiful new Myrtlewood or Roadhouse or Seagull, and then us. If it needs a little work, that's okay. We've got a full functioning shop here. We can fix up guitars and get them ready to go. So there you go. So don't throw it away. But this song is called "The Part You Throw Away." And before I do it, okay, we had Sweet, and then we have this here. Court makes a great guitar. Mine is one of my favorites. There you go. And then Chris says he's got an older Court, needs a little work done. Well, I know a place. Swing on by with it. We can get her functioning for you. And yeah, they've made a really good guitar. What I've always said about Court is the value is really strong with them. It's very cool to have a Canadian made guitar. But also if the value and you're looking for something with this kind of wood grain, like they don't have myrtle wood or spalted maple guitars, and that's fine. Like they've got some beautiful things they're doing. So if we're comparing them, they're just different. But Court has always had a really good value guitar, and Chris says we'll probably be bringing it in. So there we go. Okay, I'm gonna just double check tuning one more time. Then I'm gonna do this Danny Michel song for you. Ironically. Yeah, there we go. I knew something was still out. I get chatting and I distract myself from tuning, and that's not good. All right, here we go. This is called The Part You Throw Away.
I'm the bottle cap in the old box spring. I'm the shrink wrap on your pretty things. I'm the coffee cup in the old ashtray. I'm the part you throw away. I'm the broken tap, the apple core. I'm the tire left on the ocean floor. I'm the Christmas tree on Boxing Day. And I'm the part you throw away. Once there was love, once there were dreams, but the tide went down. I'm the bow and ribbon and used up tape. I'm the broken chair on the fire escape. I'm the shell, the fat, the bones, the brain. And I'm the part you throw away. I'm the tattoo you wish was gone. I'm the broken TV on the lawn. You used to see those in Keswick all the time. I'm the calendar and forgotten days. And I'm the part you throw away. I used to give you goosebumps, send shivers down your spine, and I didn't even try. I'm the cigarette butt, the birthday card, leftover scraps at the lumber yard. I'm the burnout bulb, the cellophane, and I'm the part you throw away. Once there was love, once there were dreams, but the tide went out. I'm the part you throw away.
Squeaky ending. There we go. Let's mute that now so I don't forget. Oh, okay, there we go. That was Danny Michelle's The Part You Throw Away. He just released a brand spanking new album. It's absolutely beautiful. So take the time. I think he put it up on Spotify. I listened to it on his Bandcamp page, and I'm gonna get the CD for sure. Or actually, I think I'm gonna get the vinyl, and I'm gonna tell you why. When I was listening to the album, streaming it through Bandcamp, I noticed halfway through like a vibe shift, and I was like, "Oh, that's sort of odd." Like it didn't seem to flow midway through, and I had my critical mind on. Although I think that's the first time I've heard anything that he's written or produced that I was like, I don't know about that. And then I found out that the album is designed to be really played on vinyl, and the first half is side A, and the second half where the shift happens is side B. And now I'm like, oh, that's brilliant. Because I felt the difference streaming and it was odd. But I thought if I took that moment where, you're going to flip the record over and drop the needle again, and then it would be like almost like a new moment, like a intermission, and you'd come back to that. I was like, oh, that's what I want to experience. So I encourage all of you to take the time to listen to albums in their entirety. If you have the opportunity to listen in vinyl, we do vintage vinyl here, or whatever. Get the new vinyl from the artists. Anyways, and there's some applause from Chris, thank you, and from Phil, thank you. I really appreciate that. This afternoon show is working. We got lots of comments, mostly on Facebook, but I appreciate it. We're getting some likes, so there you go. So we can do an afternoon show once in a while. Okay, so I'm going to switch guitars. I got one more guitar and one more tune for you, keeping up with our Canadian theme. Hey, there we go. Howdy. How's it going? Okay, I'll divulge the secret. What early show, eh? I'm gonna divulge the secret as to why I moved it to the afternoon. It wasn't a business choice. It was for pleasure. So Kim and I, my wife, Kim and I are gonna go to the Jays game tonight. And so when that opportunity came up, I was like, you know what? I could move the show to the afternoon and then go to the Jays game. So we're gonna go OK Blue Jays tonight. All right, so I'm muted. I'm gonna pull the cable out, and that was again the Court SFX just arrived, brand spanking new Myrtle Wood with a Fishman pickup. That sounded really good. All right, last guitar. Now let me clarify: these aren't like the only three that you can trade in. There's lots of options. We got a whole wall full of options that you can pick from. This one's also a Fishman pickup, and it's just a little different. So this is on the Seagull. This is the Coastline CH Momentum high gloss. So, is it as high gloss? Yeah, you can see like a mirror. You can see everything going on behind the scenes. But the Fishman pickup, instead of having a side mount, they put the volume and tone control in the sound hole. Which, when you have a guitar like this, where I'm gonna say it is. I was gonna like think about it, where the sides and back are solid, so this is all solid wood guitar. And look at that, like it's not as drastic grain as the Myrtle Wood side and back, but that's really beautiful too with the gloss finish. And so it's nice not to remove a chunk of wood if you can, right? So let's make sure I had a battery in this. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. It sounds so nice. At least into my ears. Put your comments in there about that. Juicy. I'm going to turn it down a little bit just to make sure I don't have to sing too loud. I think that's maybe the spot there. Okay. And again, as I'm doing this last song, if you have questions about what the trade-in values would be of your guitars, you can put it in there. You can email me if you can drop by, or you can call. So you can email info@connorsmusic.ca and say, hey, I've got a X guitar that I bought and now I'm ready to move up. I'm ready to trade up, and then we can give you a value so you know exactly how many dollars we're going to take off the price of one of these beautiful guitars. This one, the price tag is a little over $1,000, but you're moving into, like I said, an all solid wood guitar. So all right, this next song, I'm gonna do it there. This next song was written by Danielle Lanois, French Canadian composer. I got introduced to it by a band called The Tea Party in the 90s when they did a cover, or early 2000s maybe, when they did a cover of it on their album Triptych. And Jeff Martin of The Tea Party just released a new solo album called Seven Deadly Sins, so definitely check that out. And they're touring in the fall with I Mother Earth, so new chances to go and see some of those great bands of the can rock scene of the 90s. And the Tea Party being among the heaviest and definitely hitting some of the darker tones. But this song, a more uplifting one compared to some of their other. I just loved. It was my moment listening to the Tea Party, was to get a little aggressive, a little darker, not angry, but they explore some dark themes. That's all. Okay, there you go. So let's do the messenger, and then I'll watch for your comments and questions, and that will conclude our afternoon edition of John Connors Live momentarily. So here we go.
Got a letter from a messenger. I read it when it came. It said that you were wounded, you were bound to change. You had love and you were handled. You were poison, you were pain. Oh no, oh no. You were naked, you were ashamed. You could almost touch heaven right there in front of you. Liberty just slipped away on us. Now there's so much work to do. Oh, the door that closes tightly is a door that can swing wide. Oh no, oh no, not expecting to collide. For a minute I let my guard down, not afraid to be found out. I completely forgot, dear, what our fears were all about. Oh no, there's no need to be without. If there's a chance I would take it. This desire I can't keep. Take my heart, please don't break it. I will crawl to your foothill. I am frightened, but I'm coming. Please, baby, please lay still. Oh no, oh no, I'm not coming for the kill. Oh no, I'm not coming for the kill. Oh no, I'm not coming for the kill.
There we go. That was a little seagull action. The Messenger by the Tea Party. Yeah, I gotta go back. There was comments coming in while I was playing there, which I love and appreciate. Thank you guys. So AJ says Romano is back from his injury, which I was super excited about. And I think Gosman's pitching tonight. And Romano was in last night and looked good. So that's good news. And back to music, nice sounding guitar. It's beautiful, right? The acoustic part of it is reflected fairly well in this pickup, and it plays great and it sounds great. And if any of you come in, just say John said, because it could use a fresh set of strings. I'm just noticing a little corrosion on it. So you just say, hey, John said free set of strings with it too, and restringing. We'll happily do that. And thank you very much, Donna, for that. Do you know the song by the Sadies, Alberta Bound? Is that by the Sadies? Help me out here, guys. I think the Sadies may have covered Alberta Bound. I could be wrong. Throw that in the comments here while we're wrapping up. But I don't know how to play Alberta Bound, so I'll check that out. And Chris, thank you for that. It is a wicked tune. I love it. And thanks for the applause there, Phil. And I will indeed thank you. I'm heading out this afternoon for it, but I'll be back here tomorrow. But we got the staff here. Thank you very much. I will. So pop in if you want to chat about trade ups. If you're already very happy with your guitar, then I'm just glad we could share some tunes and some chats here on a beautiful August afternoon. We'll get back to, I think the plan is back to regular first and third Wednesdays live stream featuring new gear, chatting about stuff, playing tunes at the evening time at the 8:30 spot, starting first week of September. That's when everyone gets back to routine, isn't it? Okay, and so do let's play ball. Okay, Blue Jays, let's play ball. um, I should. Did I do that one time? I don't know. I'll look it up and get it ready for the playoffs. Okay, to do a full. You got the you got the 9-man, and and that's not all, right? I'll look the whole thing up, and I'm gonna look into the Sadie's Alberta Bound, AJ. And if it is the cover that I think it is, then I can maybe do a cover of the cover or do a cover of the original. And either way, you'd get to hear the song. So that'd be fun. So I'll look into that and get back to you. All right. Thanks for tuning in for the afternoon edition of John Connors live from Connors Music during our acoustic guitar trade up event week. It goes till Saturday. This Saturday at close at 5 p.m. Come in and chat with any one of us. And they're going for the sweep tonight. So go Jays go. And kind of fun. Somebody had a sign, apparently they were holding up, that said they were a Phillies fan and they were there at the Dome, and it said Joe Carter ruined my childhood. And I thought, I've never thought about being on the other side of that home run when, in the World Series, it ends so dramatically. If you were the losing team, I guess that would be pretty devastating. But it was so exciting for us in the early 90s, back-to-back World Series. You wouldn't remember that, AJ. I'm sure you're way too young for that. But some of us here watching the live stream and some of us playing on the live stream are old enough to remember the World Series of the early 90s. Okay, thanks again for tuning in. John Connors Live. We'll see you on the first Wednesday of September. Have a good one.